What is going on, guys? So today I wanted to talk to you guys about one of the fragrances that came in this little suitcase from Xarmony Perfumes. Today we're going to be going over Castle Black.
Hi, I noticed you're watching our content and enjoying our videos. Are you enjoying that fragrance related content? You enjoying that fragrance related content? Well, since you're enjoying the content so much, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell and stay up to date whenever we upload content. You know you want to.
First and foremost, let's put up these notes. So the notes for this is smoked aged cedar, ancient building, sandalwood, peppermint, bergamot, lavender, tobacco, leather, lemon, vanilla, citrus, rose, and rain. So I'm really interested in seeing how this one comes out. This one is more of these, it's a more of a simpler approach to his fragrances than I've seen in these samples here and in the fragrance that I got in La Bousse. I'm really interested in seeing how this turns out. Roll up my sleeve a little bit. Okay, so upon smelling this reminds me of La Bousse a little bit because of the leather scent, the leather note, and how it's sort of like one of the main components that's going to shine through the most. In the initial opening, you're going to get some bergamot, you're going to get a little bit of that lemon, you're going to get a decent shot of that peppermint. One thing I noticed about the peppermint in this one is it doesn't overpower as long as it does in some of his other fragrances. This one is there, it shows itself, and then it sort of calms down and mellows just a little bit, and it's still there, but it's not front and center like it normally is. You're gonna get this leather, and the leather gonna come off a little bit warmer than it does in La Bousse, in my opinion. La Bousse comes off a bit more chilled. This one's gonna come off a bit warmer, and that rose is kind of really doing a little bit of a dance back and forth with that leather. The accords that he uses to represent ancient building, I think is really unique. You get almost like this slightly damp powdered stone. You get like this damp and powdered stone, and the rose comes in and really acts as a really good anchor for that as well. The rose is like a really subtle portion and component to this one, but it honestly adds like a lot of character to each one of these notes. Rose has the ability to pair well with woods, has the ability to pair well with citruses, with tobacco, with different leaves and herbal components, and it's showing that in this fragrance. I love how that rose sort of go back and forth with each note and complements it in a way. The lavender, a very smooth component, and it also, to me, sits right alongside that ancient building component, where it's just like you get like this soft, powdered, clean stone, but it's slightly damp. It has like this slightly damp component to it as well. The lemon, I wish was a bit stronger. I wish the lemon just came off a little bit more opulent, a little bit more tart. I loved when I saw lemon, leather, and vanilla. I got super excited because you guys know I have a fragrance with that name, and I've just been loving it. So I thought I was going to get just a little bit of taste of that one, but this one is a bit more subtle, as most of the fragrances that I have that has a citrus component from him tends to be on a more of a subtle side. You get small hints of it, but not a lot. The lemon, in my opinion, comes off the way that it did with so far as the citrus is in La Bousse, where it smells like it's just small hints of it. Or if you took leather and just rubbed a little bit of citrus on it, and then that was kind of it. And that's the vibe that I get from this one as well. The vanilla in this one, subtle, not too sweet, not too creamy, but you can pick up hints of it. Everything is weird. The rose and the leather in this fragrance to me is sort of like the main anchors, and everything just kind of hides within those components. The bergamot, you're going to get a lot of that in that first initial spray, that first initial opening, providing some freshness. along with the peppermint. And so it, you know, I get that component there. But everything else sort of like hides back and forth, with that leather and that rose. It's actually a really good scent. It's very enjoyable. I really like it. It's a little close to La Bousse, in my opinion. La Bousse had other components going on with the gin, the rum, and things like that, and other components that were helping it. But with this one, it seems like it's a little close to La Bousse. So it would, for me, be a little redundant. But if you don't have La Bousse, this will be a really good fragrance to have. It's really chill. It's not offensive. At least in my opinion, it isn't. Not offensive, and it has a little bit of a charm to it. I can easily see this being dressed up or dressed down, depending on how you play it. Maybe a jean jacket in the spring, and you're able to wear this. This fragrance, in my opinion, could be very versatile because it doesn't lean too far in either direction. It's not blue. It's not something that's super fresh. It's not something that's super woody or smoky. It's not something that's really dense and made for the cooler seasons. It kind of has like a really nice balance so far as what you could possibly use it for. Um, in the dead of summer, I probably wouldn't recommend, but I can see this being pulled off on a summer night. Nice breeze outside. It isn't too hot. The weather then calm down. I could see this happening then. That smoke cedar definitely comes up a little bit more as it begins to transition and dry down. So far, I like what he got going on with Castle Black. I'll probably give this one a few more wearings just to see if anything changes up and see how anything begins to transition or transpire on skin. I'll drop the link in the description where you guys can check out this particular house for yourself. See if anything catches your attention. See if anything suits your fancy. Yo, I appreciate this travel set and taking this journey within this sample set and seeing what these things have to offer. It's quite an adventure. Big shout out and thanks once again to the Imperial Hokage, Trill Noel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace.